right, I am back live, everybody. I do apologize for all the technical difficulties here tonight. This has been an insane night of everything else going on here. Here tonight, Brandon Perry made it here sooner than normal. And once again, big shout out to PPWA for giving us a place to put it on and everything else. Now, for everybody else watching, this will not be a racing event without me doing one special thing, and that's right. We got to do it. Please rise for the Belgium national anthem once I find it here. There's the French, the Spanish, the Belgium. Please rise for the Belgium national anthem, brought to you by the Navy Band.
Hello, hello.
We are back, and I guess while I was gone, Brandon Perry decided to jump up here, so I better be nice to him and bring him on up here. He is the owner of PGR after all. Let's hear from him. Barry.
What's up, Brandon Smith?
We are back live. Sorry I kicked you out of the booth, but what's up?
Not much. I was just jumping in. I just haven't talked to you. Wanted to jump in and say hello. I'm glad you're back, and you know, this is such an amazing track to be back at, too, to be honest. This is probably one of the best tracks in Formula One history, so glad you're back for it. You know, you're a huge part of the league, huge part of the community, so this is awesome. And, you know, big shout out to the PPWA. Oh, I'm so sorry. The PPWA for, you know, sponsoring tonight's race and allowing you to do what you do best. So we really do appreciate them and you.
I don't know if they told you, but I've been having problems with the SDK, so I don't know how much more of this I can take here tonight. So we've been having technical difficulties all over the board with everything, but I think I'm up and got it almost fixed. But since I don't have my actual rig set up, it's actually saying I can't set up the stream recording the way I want. But here tonight, good luck on qualifying, Perry. We'll get to it, and may the odds be in your favor here tonight.
Awesome. Yeah, man. Well, like I said, we appreciate you, and yeah, we'll see if we can put on a show here tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Brandon Perry coming back. Now, we only got 12 drivers here tonight, so 2 of those drivers are going to get eliminated, but I'm going to talk to Brandon Perry right now. Brandon Perry.
What's up?
12 drivers on the grid. Do full quali. Don't do Q1. Don't do Q1. Don't do Q2. Just do full quali.
I mean, everybody stays in for the whole 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair because it's only 2 people. That's fair.
Yeah, full quali.
You got it.
Thanks. So Brandon Perry is going to go ahead and relay that one. Just do a full qualifying run for these guys. They got 20 minutes to show us what they can do and who is going to take this one out the gate. Now, ordinarily they would eliminate the bottom half, but over time, you know, in summer here and everything else, not many people decide to show up. Don't know what's going on, why they can't. But you know what? If you can't show up, tough. You lose out on points. No points, no problem. We'll not take them from you. But these guys have entered Q1 for the first time, and so far, it's going to be really interesting to see who gets up on top of that board. But I will be back momentarily. Give me about 5 minutes here. I'm going to do some more checking on the stream. Enjoy the show, everybody. And don't go anywhere, as these guys are going to show us what they got. right, I am back, everybody. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that so far, as this qualifying is going really good for Shade Bruffett. 142.90, the fastest time to beat. Mark Samad right behind him with a .12. Moreno and Grody's are both in the pits. Narciso Carvalho at the .8 off of everyone's pace in top 5. Now these guys are going to try and crank up to see who can get on pole here. Tonight's poll, it could be a deciding factor. Harry Kronz finally showed up to the party as maybe having some technical difficulties. Let's kind of jump around here. There is Mark Samad trying to lay it down as experience some technical. Oh my goodness. Okay, guess we gotta fix some of the sound here as exit that deal. Do apologize for all this, everybody. There we go. Get it all back to normal. But now's the time when these guys really need to decide how they want to play this one out. We'll just kind of hide some stuff here, or just to display the number while it is not wanting to act very well for me. But as you can kind of tell, Shade Bruffett really does have this dialed in right now. Mark Samad's has to try and find where Shade is getting that extra speed at. You know, Sebastian Moreno is out on another flyer. He's going to try and maximize this one. Aaron Hinchcliffe, glad to see you in the chat, along with Arctic Freeze, Rain Allen. Glad to see you guys all in the chat. You guys are really blowing this one up to make it a really all-star event for coming back to the stream side. These guys only got less than 10 minutes left to find out who is going to be on pole. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned after this brief message from PPWA, tonight's race sponsor here. And if you haven't checked them out, look up Puro Pantry Wrestling Association on YouTube. I'm sure if I got a couple guys out there that might have a link to that YouTube channel somewhere that they could post. But right now it's going for the guy that sounds like Dan Marino from the Dolphins. All right, I could dig the choice there, Piero. I don't know how other people feel about Dan Marino. I think there might have been a better quarterback out there, but stay tuned after this brief message from Puro Pantry.
Karma's got a thing for me. We hold hands, make plans, keep the receipts. Karma, she's my best friend. One step closer, here's how it ends. Karma's got a thing for me. You see, you'll be digging up 6 feet. Karma's never let me down. My smile will cue when I cut you out. It's karma. It's okay to hurt your voice screaming in my face. I know you gotta bark when you don't got bite. Tell me, what's that like? What's that like? Being that insecure, acting up, immature. Had enough, I'm so bored. I'm so bored. It's karma. It's karma.
All right, yeah, missed you guys too out there in YouTube land. I was walking up to Piro earlier on today, though. The funny part was I kind of went like this and said, hey, here comes the minor YouTube celebrity, everybody. As Piro let me into the booth for the first time here tonight. Well, not the really first time, as we've been setting up this whole new setup. I'm still getting used to where everything is, actually, because it's so much different. All my screens and everything are actually reversed, so I gotta battle with that going on. And as we're still watching this, Shade Bruffett might be the man to beat tonight. Now, last time he won, let's take a look at this in the GP schedule. We're going to go and check this out. Last time Shade, what is that, Long Beach. Now, the race that we missed, which was Silverstone, was won by Sebastian Marino. Marino has won 2 races. Shade has won 2 races. Jasper has won 2 races. So these drivers are going to put this thing to the test tonight to see who's going to crown themselves champion here at Spa. Of course, Shade Bruffett does have a lot on the line here tonight. There's a 3-point gap for the lead, as we've seen earlier on in the points. This could be critical to perform here tonight. By critical, I mean they're going to have to race probably elbows out if they get alongside each other. They're going to have to give everything they got to win this. Of course, there's Marino giving it one more go. He's gonna show us what he can do yet. You see some other stuff here going on. Here we go. Got some different styles here. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. As don't mind me, everybody. I'm just messing with the number look here because it's driving me insane. Don't have everything just completely dialed in right now. There we go. It's there we go. Just kind of seeing what I could do here to get everything kind of there we go. Kind of adjusting some stuff on the stream side of things as we are falling down to just over 3 minutes. You know, Shade Bruffett's still out of top. Mark Smad, Sebastian Marino are top 3. Jasper Grodes, Tarcisio Carvalho, Willie Atkinson, Alec Hinchcliffe. We got Doug Ward, Harrison Spory, Jesse Erdman, Diego Valderrama, Brandon Perry, and Harry Krantz. Now, Harry Krantz has now laid down a qualifying lap. This is going to be very interesting for him if he is starting at the back. Here tonight, I don't believe we have any guys with penalties handed out. Oh, gotcha. Going for Team Wildberry. I could go for Team Wildberry. I like the cars. I like the car color. I just don't like the blue. I dig the purple. I don't like the blue. Let's see if we can find it here. There it is. You look at the blue. I think you needed to go white and black to really make that purple pop. Just saying. They could have did a little bit better. But it does look fantastic as the Team Wildberry has been making some noise all over the map here tonight. And we just got news from the booth. Brandon Perry here tonight will be serving a grid penalty for an incident last week at Silverstone. So that will really shake things up in his night. That's not how you want to start. You just... The key is to make this one stick, basically. You don't want to you want to race clean. Now, say you burn up that fast repair, you completely grenade your car, burn up a fast repair, you will not like the consequences. The car can get totaled out and wrecked out completely. Now, the fast repair, as everybody will know, is a way for a driver to get a second run at it, so to speak. You get a grace period, bust out the second car, let it fly. Harry Krantz, of course, battling with new pedals, or a new shifter setup, as his shifter failed before the race, and he had to run to a friend's house to go grab a different one. The sim community, helping the sim community, is great. Love it. So hopefully these drivers can keep it actually dialed in the whole entire night. Shade still on point to get pole here tonight. Mark Samad is off of there. Willie Atkinson making some noise as he works into the grid. He winds up getting up into third place in front of Sebastian Marino, as Sebastian Marino will go row 2 to start this. Oh no, he's going row 1. Sebastian Marino, Shade, Bruffett points leaders up in the front row. This is like Max Verstappen and Hamilton all wrapped into one. I'm wondering who's going to crack first. Somebody's going to crash. I'm almost certain of that. See Doug Ward not having a great qualifying run. About mid-pack for him. Diego Valderrama all the way in the back. Brandon Perry will be serving the grid penalty, so he is out of the qualifying run early on. And qualifying has ended with a few drivers going to be crossing the line to get their last runs in. Willie Atkinson is done with no improvement. Jasper Grodes, of course. Did he get across the line? He did. Jasper's going to get a second run at it. But he stops. Okay, Jasper, fine. Don't do it. See, if I worry about it, it's not my qualifying run to worry about. Diego Valderrama, who's been showing continuous improvement. He's been making some noise on his comeback tour here. As can he get into the top 10 here tonight? Maybe. He's going to have to play the consistency card. The more consistent you are, the faster you can make the turn and stick, the better you're going to be for it. There's Willie. Willie is going to give it another go. I don't know if he had an off track there or not, but he came around now with the mission. Diego's into the wall here in quali. Oh my, just about took somebody else out. Diego, that'll end his night qualifying run. Willie Atkinson lost out on that one, as when he came around, Willie was onto the track. Game over for him. And that'll end it. Shade Bruffett will be our points pole sitter here tonight. Let's hear from him. See how he feels about this. Shade.
Hey, what's up, Brandon?
You got pole. How do you feel here tonight in Spa about this one?
Pretty good, hopeful. My launches aren't always the best thing, and worried about a little bit of VR logistics on this track. It's pretty demanding, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, man. Well, you did it. Any shout-outs you got to do for anybody that might be watching, cheering you on in that in your number 79 machine?
Well, first off, just mainly a shout-out to you, dude. So glad that you're back on the broadcast, and also shout-out to our sponsor. It's PPWA, right?
PPWA.
PPWA.
Yeah, we'll get you sorted out. Don't worry.
All right. Thanks, Brandon.
All right, man. Thank you, and good luck here tonight, and congrats on pole position here at Spa.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Shade Bruffett gets pole, and now the cars are taking the grid for the first time here tonight at Spa. Anticipation is mounting as they are getting set here tonight. There we go. Oh, look at this shot I got. What a shot here. Oh, man, I can see the full grid. These guys are going to have a great send-off as Jenna Lee is getting ready to call it here at the Spa. She's going to call lights out here for the first time. I'm going to see if I can get her over here to call out lights out as soon as she sees all five. She's shaking her head at me. Maybe Pickles will do it. Pickles. Oh, Pickles said no, so neither one of them want to call lights out, but shout out to both of them for being here in the booth as they know it brings a smile to my face every single time. So shout out to Pickles and Jenna for coming on to the booth and everything else. And also Piero for being here at the booth also. Pickles just smacked me once again. She's so violent. We're overlooking the grid right now. The cars are set. The lights are up. We do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lights out here at the Spa. And look at the send-off. They are roaring. And we are flying here at the Spa. In Belgium, this is going to be a great race for these guys. But turn one, here we go. Oh, looks like they all made it through, so that's a plus, except for a couple others might have had a couple off tracks here. Shay gets out the gate quick. Then it went Jasper chasing him down with Mark Samad, Harrison Spory, Tarcisio Carvalho, Alec Hinchcliffe into the top five, into six. He's battling with Sebastian Marino. Marino giving a run on the outside. He can't get it done the long way. Marino's also facing trouble there. That's Jesse Erdman at the back door. He's trying to pressure the inside. Erdman's going to have to be careful. He's got Harry Krantz right behind him. So Erdman, look at him coming out of this one. This is going to be pretty good if they can keep this up the whole night. Hinchcliffe, though, gets out in front of Marino and says, bye, see ya, I'm gone. I'll see you next year, buddy. Tarcisio Carvalho trying to put pressure onto Spory. Spory's on the outside into the dirt. And Tarcisio gets the move done. What a pass there, right through the dirt even. As Spory losing a lot of grip on the gravel. Now Jasper's starting to feel the pressure from Mark Samad. Samad, of course, trying to catch up to Jasper, and he has done it. But in the meantime, take a look at this. They are catching up to Shade Bruffett, tonight's race leader. Could this be a sign? It could be a sign. I could sing a song about a sign. I can remember one from Ace of Base, if anybody knows which one I'm thinking of. But for everybody watching, man, hang on, because this is game on all the way through. Because there is no driver going to back out of this one. It could become a strat game. Mark Samad right on the heels. He's not opening up that DRS. He gets to the inside, can't quite get it. Samad just tried it a little bit too soon. He should have committed. You do a late break in that turn and you almost look like you're going to T-bone him. I promise you, he's going to hit the brakes. And check this out. Harrison Spory facing some trouble now. Spory's under pressure from Alec Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe looking like he's going to try and come through, along with Sebastian Marino. Marino looking like he's got a solid line. Solid lines will actually get you good positions here. Kind of watching some of this, and you look back here, we got Brandon Perry, Willie Atkinson, and Doug Ward all kind of grouped up. Then we go back here, we got another group of drivers. Of course, we do see most drivers actually elect to go to the medium compound, which is pretty good. Jasper's still feeling the pressure. That is Mark Samat on the back door. He's got to have a better exit. That exit can set you up for turn one if he can get the move done, but it's going to consist of a lot of braking, which some drivers can do, other drivers can't. Late braking is an extreme art form. These guys are 3 laps in right now. We got a 35 lap race. Staying pretty clean so far. I'm not seeing too many different incidents, and there it is. Samat looks inside, can't quite get it. Committed too late, and that might have just cost him. There's Tarcisio, he sees the advantage. Sees some mistakes on the heavy brake just to maybe avoid that one. Mark Samat definitely trying to apply some pressure, but Jasper's fast out of sectors 3 and 4. 1 and 2, it looks like Samat might actually be fastest. Sector 2, though, every time he's tried to make a pass, he's actually been slower, which has been kind of interesting. Hopefully everybody is enjoying tonight's race, as it's first time back in nearly 2 weeks. So hopefully everybody enjoys the show here tonight. No, he got spread out, and everybody's kind of interested to find out what happens with Samat here. He can get right on the back door with Jasper, and he has the opportunity, but when he comes into turn 1, he's got to commit and maybe brake later if he can. Oh, well, near touch on that rear tire there, which could have sent Jasper around. He lets out. Great, good attempt, but it failed. So we're going to try to put this on some of the interesting stuff here going around here. Right there, you see a battle. That is Harrison Spory. Here it is. There is Samat. Samat finally gets, Samat gets around Jasper, and at the same time, Marino gets around. So Marino jumping into the top 5, but Alec Hinchcliffe is in the top 5, and he's getting chased down by Marino. Marino, you hate to say it, Piero, you might be wrong, Johnny boy, as it looks like Marino is outside of the top 5 right now. Shade Bruffett, though, still out in front. He's got an amazing lead, 3.3 the gap. Mark Samat is 2 seconds ahead of Jasper. And Tarcisio's laying down some laps. He's actually becoming very fast on that hammer, and he's not backing out. He's bounding down right now as he's trying to catch up to Jasper, and he keeps getting closer and closer. Right now, he is nearly within 1 second of Jasper, which would put him into DRS range. Of course, Alec is hoping for that mistake. But back behind, Marino, and there's Marino. He's trying to get around Alec. Alec is not giving him an ounce. He's not giving him nothing. He says, no, you're not gonna get it. As he just doesn't want to. It doesn't have to. And there it is. Marino tries it the long way, gets on the outside of Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe has no answer. Hinchcliffe losing the position to Marino. What a pass on the back straight. So Marino might be battling back. He could, Piero, you could be right, buddy. He might be right about this, but I think you're sadly wrong. But we'll find out. I'm sure you have a good guess. I'm sure you have a good explanation for your insolence. Just saying, everybody could be wrong once in a while. You just might happen to be wrong this time. But we'll find out. I'm sure of it. By the way, Piero, Pickle says hi. In case you're wondering there, Piero, Pickles is the tall one of the two sisters. Ah! Yeah, Alec is back there. He is giving it everything he's got. As he's just outside the top 5, but he can beat him. If you can't beat him on pace, what you want to do is beat him on strat. And by strat, I mean you might try to elect to maybe pull something later on. We just need something happen with Tarcisio. Tarcisio losing the position to Marino. Marino is in trouble. Tarcisio's all over the back end of Marino. Marino's really going to have to go into full defense. Don't break it early, break late. No, he just did not. Marino should have listened. Late break that corner. You have it, no problem. What could possibly go wrong? I'm a huge fan of late braking. It is so much fun. If you ever have done it, it is a blast. Hard to do, but it's a downright blast. You see, when my wife is driving on the highway, she likes to become this late breaker. Like, she will brake at the latest possible moment when she's coming up on a vehicle and get right up on their rear. She's going to beat me. Yep, she's definitely going to beat me up. We're going to take a brief message from, I'm going to grab me a drink and take a brief message from PPWA while we got a little bit of breathing space between some of the cars right now at the front. There's Jesse Erdman. These guys are absolutely screaming. Yeah, they got them pretty spread out right now, so I'm going to kick on the tunes, everybody, and take a brief break from PPWA. All right, we are back, and everybody look at this. Marino coming back up into the fourth, getting around Tarcisio Carvalho when I get back here. What a pass out of him on that one. Jasper, Mark Smat, and Shade Bruffett are kind of spread out, but Sebastian Marino is making some noise. He had a rough start, didn't get out the gate quick enough, and now he's catching up to Jasper and he's making up some time here. He's driving like a man on a mission. He's absolutely flying, elbows out, waving his hands in the air like he don't care. So who knows what's going to happen here? And we look back at Alec Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe is kind of losing a little bit of pace here. He's staying planted in 6th place, but he can't get faster, nor has he slowed down. He's been consistently running right around the same lap time each time. He is slightly right around the same pace as the next guy. Is right in between. So you're kind of watching all the lap times kind of come through. But if you look behind him, Jesse Erdman is starting to close that gap. And Harry Krantz, he came in late. He had some issues with his sim setup. He's back on point, trying to do everything he can to get up there. Now, what I can tell you is he's going to have to do everything he can to make this one happen. If he wants to get into the top 5, he's going to have to earn it. It's going to have to be one heck of a drive. You can scroll back. Oh, my. There's Jasper and Tarcisio. Tarcisio has met up to Jasper. Marino works around it as he had a huge pass there. I missed out on that one. But it looks like I can make some time here, I think, as long as they're kind of calmed down. Oh, there's Tarcisio now. Don't know what's going to happen here as Jasper's losing some ground. Tarcisio's into the dirt. Let's go take a look at that pass that Marino made. He's going to hit play. Here it is. There we go. Look at the one that he made a second time here. Yeah, he just gets around him. I wonder if Jasper just didn't let him have it. As we jump back live here tonight. It's starting to look extra lively here tonight as these drivers now are 10 laps in. We got just about 25 laps to go here. Quite a bit has gone on. A lot of moves being made. And drivers are making them stick. Now Shade Bruffett is out 6 seconds in front of Mark Samad. And these drivers are going to be having to push this one the rest of the way. So kind of grab a drink, sit back, and watch the rest of this one here. It looks like it kind of got spread out a little bit. So don't go anywhere. right, I am back, everybody. This is going pretty solid for a few drivers right now. Shade, obviously very happy. Not too many lead changes have happened, as Shade has been pretty much having a dominating race here. Definitely game on at the best. He does have like a half a second on everybody. 0.5 the difference in lap times between him and Mark Samad. Now the last laps, Mark Samad has gotten slowed down immensely. Meanwhile, guys like Sebastian Marino, Tarcisio Carvalho have picked up the pace. When you look at the lap times, they are putting up some pretty big lap times. They're actually running with the leader, Shade Bruffett's pace. Jesse Erdman, Harry Kranz, Harrison Spory are not finding that pace, but these guys got to figure out when they want to pit. Now, when we go look at these pit strategies so far, we go put that up right now. You can see that Shade, Mark, Marino, Carvalho, they're all on 11 lap old tires. Now, Jasper and Alec have already pit. So these are going to have fresh tires. What did they come out on? A hard set of tires. So it's actually going to be less grippy, but might be able to get the grip out of it near the end. So we'll get pretty lively then. You're watching a battle. This is, oh my, that's actually Willie Atkinson and Harrison Spory battling it out here. Very interested to see what's going to happen out of this one, as Harrison is trying to outrun one of the faster drivers in the league. Willie is extremely fast at his best, so he's kind of been having he's got to have a good night here to stay into contention. Now Brandon Perry, if he could get caught up to that and battle back, as he did have to serve a grid penalty here tonight, he's got to get caught back up. Now remember, Jasper and Alec Hinchcliffe are both on the undercut strategy. Up at the front, Shade and these guys have not pit yet. My wife Jenna happens to be watching though and catches part of the stream later on. I hope she's enjoying it. For everybody else out there, glad to see everybody in the chat. If you like what you see though and you want to see more of this style racing, remember to hit that sub button, hit that like button, as I am not backing off the throttle anytime soon. And if I was playing PPWA and you happen to catch my character somewhere in there, I'm going to bust out the Luigi on somebody. That's right, it has a Luigi doll. And my guy does not know how to use the Luigi doll. Just saying. He might need to learn how to use a Luigi doll or be less lazy, because he'd likely be more willing to play iRacing. No, really, my guy would rather be playing iRacing if on the PPW uses Fire Pro to make that show happen. Piro, of course, is in the booth here tonight. He's trying to pick on me a little bit. So it's some stuff could be looking up there, Jamie. Shea Bruff is still out in front of Sebastian Marino, but it looks like Mark Samat has elected to hit the pits early on. He's bringing it down pit road. Tarcisio Carvalho stayed out along with Sebastian Marino and Shade Bruffett. Now, the plus side to this is if Mark Samat misses that pit box. Oh, he looks like he's coming out already. You don't want to miss the pit box. You miss the pit box, it's kind of game over, as that really adds unnecessary time. Now, pit times we were seeing currently are right around the 31.3s to 32.92s out of a few drivers when they did go into the pit. We're seeing quite a bit of just pushing the machine to the edge. Really allowed so many off tracks and drivers that are accumulating those off tracks. This driver right here, Jesse Erdman. The off tracks just keep stacking for him, and he's got to avoid that if he wants to avoid a penalty here tonight. And something just happened with Harrison Krantz as Krantz. Let's take a look at what happened to the Kranster. Oh my, just obliterated it. He's going to drive it back to the pit. He will have a faster pair there, it looks like. There's a few F1 drivers out there in the past that can drive with no front end on. Just saying, Michael Schumacher, you're my boy. It also looks like Tarcisio Carvalho has jumped up into second. Jesse Erdman really trying to get things going here. Marino's in the pit. Mark Samad might try and take advantage of the pit stop when they come in, but look at this. Krantz is in trouble now. That could add some serious time, especially if he's already used his faster pair. Of course, on the pit strategy, I believe Krantz might have been the one. Oh, it looks like it is his first pit stop, so he should be ultimately okay. You see kind of what they're using right there. Now, if you look at the front three, they're still on the original set of tires. Now here's the awesome part, is because I think I know what they're doing. I don't want to call out their strategy, but I think that with what they could be trying to do, is actually bring up, improve everything as it goes, but they could be going for a soft set of tires at the end. If you look at the lap times there between Shade Bruffett and Tarcisio Carvalho, immense time differences, are nearly at 1.1 seconds from Tarcisio on lap 14 there. So big gaps in that part there. As Shade is still in the lead here, Tarcisio is still trying to find that same pace. Now keep in mind, he is 17.4 seconds back and in trouble. Jesse Erdman is still back that amount too. He's back 20.8. Mark Samad is back 8 seconds behind him. He just keeps going back further and further. Now Mark Samad, in order to get a race win here tonight, is gonna have to find that pace. He's got to pick up the 29 seconds. If Shade takes the pit late on, like we were predicting he's going to, Brandon Perry's in the pit now. And it looks like he might have a black flag. Brandon Perry is serving a penalty here tonight. Big time penalty, as that is not what you want to see have happen here tonight. Kind of hope he comes back on, as it looks like he's coming back out now. There he is. He's coming back out. But yes, Brandon Perry had to serve the penalty, which is kind of trouble for him. Might have been a speeding in the pits, and now Tarcisio enters pit road. Drivers are steadily getting their pit in, and they got one more. Yeah, Jamie, he is absolutely, he's gone. Like, Shade is checked out. In retrospect, Shade could probably go stop, check his text messages, make sure he didn't receive anything important, and then go from there. Just saying, I would. My wife Jenna happens to be watching. Love her. Can't wait till I get to see her a little bit later on. As while I'm in the booth here, I'm just going to send her a brief little, you know, I don't know what she's sending me there. Oh my, she sent me a bunch of pictures. My wife just blew up my Snapchat. Yeah, we're having some fun with some Snapchat here. Still watching this thing, and it's basically checked out time for him, as Shade actually has a very large lead right now. Shade, of course, is checked out. He's 22.9 seconds out in front. He is gone. He is gone, left the building. He says, see you later. Now, Jesse Erdman, what a night for him. If he can get a solid finish here tonight in points, that would make his night, I'm sure, as he is still got a 23-second gap to contend with. Of course, Mark Samad. Can he get it done? No, I mean, I checked my Snapchat there, Jamie. Jeez, man. My new booth, I do have to be a little bit quieter here, as I don't know the area too well where I'm at, but so far it's going good. I mean, I could be a little bit more action. Sadly, they only brought me 13 cars here tonight. The guys that didn't show up, you know what? I'm holding up a couple fingers for you. But yes, it's nearly over for these guys. 17 laps to go. What can a driver do? You know, you kind of got to hope for the best at this point. If you're the leader, you run your line, you don't back off, you put your head down, and you keep doing what you're doing. If you are anywhere in the back, you gotta hope something else gives. Now, when we go look at some of the other stuff that we got here, we go look at the right front. There's the wear on that front right. You can kind of see it really dull everything else. That front right is getting extra warm because of the high-speed left-hand turns. It puts a lot of pressure on that right tire. Now, when we go and look at the left front, not nearly as much, because there's not nearly as much high-speed right-hand turns as there is the left-hand turns. And the turn like this, that front left tire is just lifting. In a turn like this, he's dropping down speed to make the turn, so he's not burning it up as much. You don't even hear it that as much either, so that would be the biggest difference on a few of these. But when we go to the gyros, he's flying. He is absolutely flying, not giving up anything. And that's the kind of view he's got to look through. So he's definitely giving it everything he's got. And he's full throttle. It will not show any of the extra inputs. Mark Samat just needs to clean up that visor a little bit, and he'll be fine. No, there he goes. He finally cleaned it. He cleaned up the visor as I was saying something about it. But they do want to work around to maybe get this done in a timely manner, as Tarcisio still putting it down. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that in-car footage. Thanks there, Miss Snowflake. Glad to see you in the chat also. It's been a couple of weeks for me. Seems like forever on my end, as I've been trying to figure out the stream side of things and how it's all going to work out. Most people from the league side of things know what's going on with me. I'm not going to divulge it on YouTube, just saying. But I can say it's not very fun. Shea Bruffett, Jesse Erdman, Mark Samad, our top three. Sebastian Marino, Tarcisio Carvalho, Willie Atkinson. So Willie's actually battling back in this one. There's Willie. What he can do to get back into this is really just outperform the other guys. You have to be nearly game on the whole time. And I think that's what their kind of plan will be as they get into this. Now, Shade and Jesse have not pit yet, along with Willie Atkinson. This is going to be an important step of this, because when they come out, they can utilize the soft compound tire. With 16 to go, you can definitely make that work. And that'd be exactly how I do. If you can't beat him on pace, what you got to do is beat him on strat. And that's where he could be extremely smart. Now remember earlier on, Brandon Perry had trouble. He met the black flag. The black flag got the better of him. Jesse Erdman's bringing it down pit road. Mark Samat is going to take his spot. And Shade Bruffett still out in front. If Shade can get a win here tonight, that is going to increase his lead by 7 points estimated from the network. And so it should be about a 7-point separation between him and Mark Samad for the championship. With just 2 races to go, every point matters at this point. It is the closest championship match we have had in quite some time, I think. I think we've had a tight one, but I don't know how tight it was. And Shade Bruffett's just out there. He's just giving it everything he's got. If he blows out a tire, that's going to be devastating to his race. You can blow out a tire, you can puncture it. But on a puncture, you can still get it to the line. But he is giving those mediums a run for the money. There he goes. He says, I'm not going to risk anymore. He's going to bring it in. Which is very interesting, because here's Mark Samad. And Mark Samad is already pit. So Mark Samad has to make it to the line and stay on point. Can he beat Shade Bruffett for this one? Maybe. It looks like Shade's coming out of the pit. Mark is closing the gap, and he's closing it fast. Did he get it? I think he might have. You can see Mark just kicking sideways a little bit. Nope, does not actually get him. And look behind him. Piero might have called this one. Sebastian Marino has made it into the top 3 here tonight. What a night. So he's going to take it to the bank, is what you're saying. You know, Shade's out in front right now. He's just got to be on point the whole time. Now, if you look, he's on a soft compound. He can increase that lead immensely before then. I wouldn't try to push it too hard, to be honest with you. I would probably elect to sit really reserved. The number 1 and number 2 points leaders up in front. And then, of course, you got Sebastian Marino, who's might have a great points night on his end. Ooh, it's already cash. All right. So Jamie's confirming it. He already took it to the bank. Stay tuned as we enter the final little bit after these pit stops. Stay tuned after this brief message from Bureau Pantry.
Searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds jumping and I hear my name. Grasping into life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a roll. Savannah.
All right, everybody, I am back. We got 12 laps to go and get this one done. We are coming up on the final showdown between some of these drivers. Hope you guys are enjoying some of the footage here as you see Wildberry coming up on, looks like Brandon Perry there in that 21. There you go, back to the normal camera here. Yeah, it is Brandon Perry. Of course, battling it out with Doug Ward. Doug Ward trying to battle, get around him, gains another position, gets that extra point. These guys do what's called club scoring here. Everybody here will get some points, which is great. They don't do the official F1 scoring, as then it would be only scored out of top 10. Shade Bruffett is back here. He's gaining up to his fellow teammate Doug Ward. Now Mark Samad is 8.1 seconds back. What does he got to do? Find more pace. He's got to find it. Now keep in mind, last lap for Shade was a 146.74. Mark Samad's last lap, a 147.60. That is not going to get it done here tonight. They have to be on point the entire night. They have to maximize pace, maximize opportunities to get the passes to happen. What about the guy in the sand trap? There's no guy in the sand trap. What guy are you talking about that was in the sand trap? I'm not out there driving. I can't. I don't know how to wheel and I don't have pedals. They're not hooked up. Here we go. There's Tarcisio Carvalho having a nice night. Along with Jesse Erdman up into the top 5 in this beautifully designed Mercedes. course, Jasper, who was up at the front, struggled at the end. Just the pit strategy might have cost him this one. Now in the pits, you know, Erdman 4.32, Jasper 4.8, and nearly a second and a half difference on pit lap time. So that cost him. That much difference between the two is not good. It will not help you. It's not what you need to have happen. You know, you have to really just stay on it to stay out of trouble. And if you don't, I mean, it's going to cost you some times here. Also, if you look at the front of Willie's car, he's got the left front wing damage. Costly on everything. It does not help you. Brandon Perry, black flag during the deal, a grid penalty, black flag during the race. Do not sign him up for the new Caddy F1 team. Oh, I shoved spike strips in the sand there. Just saying. There's an old joke from a movie, Billy Happy Gilmore, if you remember the joke. It was, he spent more time in the sand than David Hasselhoff. As maybe that was the guy in the sand you're talking about. Just saying, it could be. Actually, Cadillac is going to be on the 2026 grid this year. It's kind of exciting. I believe they're kind of finalizing the team. It could be Perez and Bottas to drive the Caddy team. And yes, Shooter McGavin is the one who said that. Man, you seen the movie there, Jamie. Very short amount of time as my wife Jenna's calling. I'll be right back. All right, I am back, everybody, and now 9 to go, and it is basically a blowout. There's not a whole lot going on in this track. Let's take a look down the grid here. Let's take a look. Here's Shade. Then you got Sebastian Marino. Mark Samad. Marino has actually gained another spot on Samad. Let's go take a look. And this is kind of what happened to Mark Samad losing this one. Let's take a look and see what happened. Oh my. Yep, that is not going to be where you want to park your car at the end of the night. So, one mistake cost him a position. And it might cost him another, as he's got Tarcisio Carvalho chopping on the at the back door now. And does he have the hot rear tires in that Mercedes? He might have it. Might have too hot of tires. What he's going to have to do is get him to cool down. Some techniques to get him to cool down: go in a straight line, back up your corners a little bit more than you normally would to allow those tires to just kind of cool down. Other ways, change them out. But this late in the game, let's face it, you can't do it. Well, I caught the second place spin. I had to go and talk to my loving wife there, Jamie. I still have like a very busy life going on outside of sim racing here. I was lucky enough to be able to put this up for everybody out there. We got Shade Bruffett, Sebastian Marino, Mark Samat, our top three. Tercicio Carvalho, Jesse Erdman has entered the top five, with Jasper Groteast maintaining sixth place. Alex Hinchcliffe might be increasing the pace, though. He might be trying to close that gap on Jasper a little bit if he can, but it looks like the gap is holding steady at 6 seconds. Of course, Harry Krantz is here, but he's 1 minute and 2 seconds back. Same with Harrison Spory. So definitely one of those deals. Yeah, it could have been a little bit of wheel hopping. Got just, yeah, Jamie. In regards to the wheel hop, what we've noticed with the Mercedes is, unlike your normal GT cars and stuff, if this thing gets unsettled, it is going around in every way possible. It's really a fine-tuned machine, as opposed to like your GTPs, where you can make a little mistake on the exit to where you maybe grab a little bit too much curb here, something like that. Or like the GT3s, where it also has the traction control. These have absolutely no traction control. It's pure car. So if you actually get that car unsettled just right, it is going around nearly every time. Kind of watching some of these guys, some of the lines they're taking. They really are taking advantage. They got to take advantage of more of the track if they can. Now, Shade is really good about it. He's getting nice and wide in there, having a good wide entrance into the turn, allowing him a really good exit. And in this type of deal, you have to, you really do need to watch how you do your throttle control, throttle inputs and everything, and making sure your sim equipment is absolutely dialed into a T. That's where some of these guys utilizing a rig is very helpful. With how competitive this league is, you cannot get away with the controller in this style racing. You can do it with the ovals, because the ovals, let's face it, you just throw it down. You can use a controller pretty well, throttle control on an oval, and you're not shifting as much. Here, you are shifting every lap. You're shifting 2 or 3 times every turn, and really having to work the wheel it makes it a lot easier having a wheel to this style racing here. So that's where some of these guys have to really focus and dial in their equipment. And that's where, in my case, I actually have a Moza R5 base with the R5 wheel, and I have CRP pedals. So I actually use load cell, which is by far really good. There are really good equipment makers out there, like Sim Magic and a few others. Just kind of let this camera roam. There's not too much going on right now. There's Doug Ward Doug Ward is 6th. He's sitting currently back in 11th place, rocking the hard set of tires. There's Mark Samad. Now, Samad had the opportunity to maybe close his gap early on, but now he's going to have to bring it to the next race, potentially, if everything goes right. But he does have to catch up to Bruffett, and Bruffett is absolutely on it. Let's take a look here. We're kind of seeing how this one pans out. Oh my! All right, he did not hold back on that one. He just kind of let that one rip. There's Tarcisio. Tarcisio's trying to catch up as they both get around. Looks like Ward. Watching some of the off tracks here, and boy, their numbers are suddenly climbing a little bit. Tarcisio still trying to catch up to Mark Samad. Samad, of course, is not really doing too much. Really just trying to stay on pace so he doesn't lose the position to Tarcisio. Looks pretty solid so far, though, amongst these drivers. And just 4 laps remaining here. And it looks like everybody has... Oh my, it looks like Willie Atkinson might be in the pits for unknowns here. Oh, there's Jasper. Don't know what happened to Willie. Willie kind of checked out for the night. Coming up on 4 laps to go here. Really not too much going on as the whole track actually spread out a little bit. The only real battle here is Mark Samad with Tarcisio Carvalho. Does Carvalho take away another position from Samad? Now keep in mind, Samad actually had trouble where he had that spin that cost him another position to Sebastian Marino. Oh no, what are white sidewalls? Mediums? No, the white sidewalls are the hard set of tires. Yellow is mediums and red is softs. There, Jamie. You do have multiple, these guys do have a mandatory compound change through, so they do have to watch how they set up their pit strategy, but you don't have to use this tire compound you qualified with. And you don't have, but you do have to do a mandatory compound change during the race, which makes it really, really interesting in the long run. Oh, you can hear me now, Jenna. Oh, gotcha. Well, hopefully Pickles is enjoying this show. As Pickles can't do nothing while I'm here. Yeah. I'm safe. Shane Bruffett, Sebastian Marino, Mark Samad, our top 3 with 3 to go here tonight. Now, one can only hope for Tarcisio Carvalho to be able to get around Mark Samad in that 3 laps. Gonna be pretty interesting all the way around. Also, the other story in this one is Jesse Erdman. making a name, getting into the top 5 here tonight. Can he keep it up? You know, this is early on in the season. We've seen it first or second race of the season. Erdman had a chance to win, and then we've seen the story end right then and there as he blew it. But now since then he has actually been a really consistent driver. He learned from that slight mistake, and then started to deliver some great opportunities out of him. Just kind of waiting for this thing to end as Shane Bruffett. Let's go here. Let's take a look at his onboard right now. Wants to see wants to see what he's got behind. Here's the gearbox. There we go. There's a nice view of it, but yeah, you guys don't want to see that one. Let's go take a look at the gyro. That's kind of how it looks like for how wide he's able to get this one to get around some of the turns. He's just full throttle. He ain't holding back. Meanwhile, we watch some of the lines from Marino. Nearly identical. So, I mean, line-wise, they're using the same line, but it sounds like Marino might actually be short-shifting a little bit sooner than Shade, which essentially that can cost you some time as you're not maximizing the RPM limits that this W12 has. Which, if I'm right, it's nearly 9,000 to 10,000 RPM. How many out there like what you see so far? I know I am. As it's a great night. We are on the final lap. Shade Bruffett, Sebastian Marino, Tarcisio Carvalho getting around Mark Samad. Let's go to that pass. Let's take a look at this one. Let's see where this pass was made here. We do just kind of high speed here, just to get this one done. And there it is, just the race, the drag race. Just gets it with the DRS. Yeah, it's an insane amount of RTPMs. The actual motors themselves are very well designed. I do not want to see the price tag of... there's a reason why F1 is the most expensive of the motorsports out there. If you look it up on Google, it'll tell you how much an F1 car is worth. Oh my, Shade on the final lap here. Keeps pushing it, and he will, barring any mistake, he will effectively win here at Spa. There it is. There's a checkered flag, and here he comes around. Shade Bruffett, our winner of the Belgium Grand Prix. Sebastian Marino will get P2 as long as he doesn't have a mistake.
Remember, top 5, stay in your car for the interview. You don't have to bring it all the way. If you want to just go around turn 1 or something, I don't know. Stay in your car for the interview.
All right, there we go. Let's go into this one. Okay, yeah, we got problems here as it's... as I might have to actually hook up some stuff here. There is Shade Bruffett, our winner here in Belgium. There is Sebastian Marino, Tarcisio Carvalho, and Mark Samad with Jesse Erdman, our top 5. Let's kind of go off to these guys as they are really just There they are. We're going to go to the top 5 interview here. We're going to... what did you say? Yep, that is a whole lot of dollars. It costs us almost quite a bit to develop them, too. But right now, please hold on. We're going to start bringing these guys up. One at a time, we're going to have top 5 interviews, starting with Jesse Erdman. Jesse.
Yeah, I got you.
What a night. You got top 5 here tonight. How do you feel about this one?
I feel pretty good. It was all in all a good night. I had maybe if I would have qualified and started a little bit better, I might have had a couple more spaces because I was catching those guys ahead of me slowly, but not enough. But all in all, it was a good night. I think I had a good strategy, so it was a fun race.
All right, man. Well, you did a great job here tonight. You got top 5. Congrats. Any shout-outs you got to do for anybody that might be watching? Cheer you on.
Yeah, I'd like to shout out the Puro Pantry Wrestling Association. They, for lending us a booth and everything. That was very nice of them. And then I'd like to shout out anybody watching out there. It was fun racing. Hopefully you had fun watching, and shout out all the boys in the league.
All right, thank you for that one, man. A great job here tonight in Belgium.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. That was Jesse Erdman, everybody. And now let's hear from driver of the number 9. Let's hear from Mark Samad. Mark?
Hello.
Man, you did it. How do you feel about this one?
Oh, that was a tough race, man. I felt like I was battling the tires the whole time.
This one came down to the wire. How was it that how did you feel throughout the night? I mean, it seemed like you had the pace, and then obviously devastation struck, and you had that spin, which effectively cost you.
Yeah.
What's kind of the game plan going forward to kind of, I mean, do you feel like everything's still going to be going in your way?
Yeah, I mean, like, I hope we can, keep the points up for the team championship. I think me and Harry are in a really good place right now. I know Shade's gone, I think, next week, so that gives us kind of the chance to get some really good points next week and try to get a bit of a lead. But yeah, I mean, game plan's just been the same, just kind of lock in. Spa's a pretty good track for me, but yeah, like Seb and Shade just had great pace throughout the whole session. So really unfortunate spin that I had. I don't even know how that happened, but yeah, it was kind of funny. But yeah, Tarcisio made a great move too, so that was all in all a really fun race, man.
All right, man. Well, you did a great job here tonight. Any shout-outs you got to do for anybody that might be watching and cheering you on?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my boy Jake's watching. My girlfriend Madeline might be watching. And, of course, shout-outs for our sponsor today, PPWA. Really thankful for that. You as well for a great broadcast. Thanks for getting it back up. And, Perry with Prime Grade Racing. So really glad to be here. Super fun race. And looking forward to next week.
All right, man. Well, congrats on getting top 5 here tonight.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. That was Mark Samad, driver of that number 9 machine. Now let's hear from Tarcisio Carvalho, driver of the number 7, the Scarlet Speedster. Let's hear from him. Tarcisio.
Hello, my friend.
Man, what a night. You got on the podium. How do you feel?
I feel well. I think the start was good. And after some laps, I could keep the pace and in the end have a better position. The race was good. I'd like to thank you, the PGR, right, for organizing this, and the sponsor PPWA as well, and my family that maybe watch at least they start.
All right, man. Well, thank you for that. I'm going to get you down to the guys. Congrats on a podium finish here at the Spa.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you. That's Tarcisio Carvalho. Man, short of words, but man, what a driver. Now let's hear from Piro's pick, Sebastian Moreno, who came out with the P2. Sebastian,
Hey.
man, what a night. Would you believe it? You got on the podium, and Piro picked you to win, so you kind of let him down.
Oh, I know. I first turn, like turn one, I just overshot. I was trying to make sure I went wide and had enough room behind me so nobody would hit me, and just went completely wide onto the gravel. I think I ended up down in like 7th place, but I'm happy I was able to get up to 2nd place, so that's good enough for me.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to Piro. He's the one disappointed.
Listen, at the end of the day, too, even if I didn't mess that up with Shade's pace, I don't think I was going to catch him ever.
Yeah, when you were watching his pace, so at the end of the night when you were seeing that, or is there anything you really could have did different besides just hold it?
So I think he definitely had the best tire strat. I was only down to like 70% of my tires when I pitted on 14. I don't think I could have made it to 21, but 18 maybe on the mediums. I could have possibly done the softs on the second stint. Maybe would have gotten me a little bit closer, but I still think I would have had it.
Well, you gave it your best. You got in the 2nd place, still on the podium. Any shout-outs you got to do for anybody that might be watching?
Yeah, shout-outs to, what is it, PPWT? What was it, the sponsor tonight?
PPWA.
PPWA. Shout-out to them. Shout-out to my girl who's watching. Shout-out to the everyone else who races here. Like I said, I say it every single time I'm on here. Like, just fun racing with everyone here. It's clean. Nice to have 2 weeks in a row with no safety cars at all. So, definitely needed that.
All right, man. Well, you did it. You got up on the podium once again. Great job. And can't wait to see what you do in the next one.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you. There we go. Now we're going to go up to tonight's race winner, driver of that number 79, the Wild Berry Monster, Shade Bruffett. Let's hear from him. Shade.
Brandon.
You brought it home in the P1. How do you feel after this one?
Feel really good. Last week was a rough one for me. Race strat didn't go that way, so it felt really good to kind of execute everything just properly for once. I didn't have any mishaps this race, so I feel really good about it. Spa is my first track that I started to like really fall in love with sim racing, so I always kind of take it pretty serious on this track, no matter what car I'm driving. So I definitely wanted this one really bad.
Oh yeah, as you've seen the race kind of go on and the track come together, did you know that it was kind of in the bag, or was it just I got to keep my head down and just keep going forward?
Yeah, I it was fun in the voice chat with all the other drivers because we were just having a good time as we always do. But yeah, my strategy was different than everybody else's. I was joking saying since Silverstone I had a really bad experience with the hard tire, so me and the hard tire were on a break. So I was just gonna risk it. I tried the medium. I knew I could go long with the medium, and the soft I didn't really practice that much, but I figured I might be able to edge it out, and I got lucky. The race came to me. I didn't have to overdrive it.
Well, you did a great job getting the win in dominant fashion here tonight. Any shout-outs you got to do for anybody that might be watching, cheer you on?
I'm going to start off with my wife, Danielle, who's watching downstairs, probably has dinner waiting on me. She's always, supportive, watching me and dealing with me screaming like a madman in my sim rig. And then also Brandon Perry for putting on this awesome league. It's just week after week, we're just having a good time and joking around and then racing really hard in these cars, and I just love it. And lastly, definitely not least, you, Brandon Smith. Just really glad that you are able to put on this good commentary and cover these races, and so we get to watch these back. I think it's awesome. And also the sponsor, PPWA. mad respect for what they're doing too. But dedicate this race to you, Brandon. Glad you're back. For you and your family. Take care, man.
Thank you for that, Shade. I'm going to get you out of here. As, man, you put on a show for us here tonight, and congrats on a huge win here in Belgium.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Shade Bruffett, great night for him. There you see him ripping. If you like what you see, though, and you want to see more of this style of racing, what you're going to want to do is hit that like button, hit that sub button. It does not bite very often that I'm aware of. But when it does, I tell you what, it hurts sometimes. But thank you, everybody, for watching here tonight. Shout out to PPWA one last time. If you want to know what they are, go to Piero Pantry Wrestling Association on YouTube. Check them out. They put on a great show through Fire Pro. Also, if you want to hit that sub button, you will get to see Cup Series action here Wednesday night, barring any technical difficulties. As I am experiencing quite a few technical difficulties with the new whole setup, still trying to dial in a few things. So bear with me on that one, everyone. Thank you for watching. I'm out of here for the night. See ya.